Back to the channel. Glad you're here. And I am so sorry that I have just had a heck of a time again getting another video out for whatever reason. I don't know. I've just been having a hard time. So, at any rate, I'm just going to go for it, and I'll try and fill in with what I got. My videos are so sketchy and little bits and pieces here, and I've lost a bunch of stuff, and I don't know. Every time I turn around, it just seems like it gets harder and harder to get a video out. But things are moving along, so I just, I guess I'm just gonna tell you what we've been doing and how it's all going, and, you know, with the trailer. So, we have, we finally, we're done with the living room now. We just did everything like we always do in a little bit of piecemeal. We bought the furniture used, and we bought the end tables used, all three of them, and all at different places, little bits. We just kind of went down a hunt to kind of do things and find things, and we got lucky. And looking for artwork, I ended up with this rug and that made the market looking for stuff to hang on the walls because everything is so bare up here and there, and all the way down and in our bedroom. But anyways, everything was over $200 except for this rug that I found, which I totally love. And I'm gonna hang it up there, but believe it or not, this is larger than that spot, so I might end up like cutting off the border and framing it on the inside. So we'll see what happens. But the guy said that the Indian was calling for prayer in this. I don't know, I have to do research on it. I just like the photo. There's the Indians. They're just hung up. It's just nailed up there. So it's the only art I've found so far that I liked. But we're working on it. And chair we got last year. But so far, it's really comfortable in here, and that is a live plant, believe it or not. And it just seems to grow very well in here. It's going to be an issue getting it out of here, but I guess it's got to come home with us, or back to Wisconsin with us, so it'll never survive on its own. Oh, yeah. And once we got the living room done and things got comfortable, we kind of just lived in our space for a while. But there was still lots more to do. So the kitchen was done. The bathroom was done when we left. It was working. But in other videos, yeah, you saw the bedroom finished. So, yeah. So we just recently purchased this door. Start stuff before I even know what he's doing. I'm in the middle of making something food for tomorrow because we're having company. And he decided it's time to put in the door. But I'm glad he is. So, there's our new door. Right there. And we couldn't get one that actually fit, so we had to get one that's he has to retrofit now, which is what he's been doing. I see the old door's out already. Good grief. Alright, well, as soon as I finish my biscuits, I'll come and help you, but you're being filmed. Okay?
Good.
Okay. There, you can talk if you want to. Tell the people what you're doing!
Okay.
Took out that old crappy door, and it's not even done being installed yet, but yeah, so happy to have that. It's at least sealed. There's no wind coming through there anymore. There was dust actually coming through there too. Anyway, so that's a big improvement. And then the next thing was the deck. So I'll show you some clips of that. Summer. And neighbors let us know while we were in Wisconsin I think I took a picture of this, what it looked like when we got here. It was pretty much a mess, but Scott and I have been working on it little by little because, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. Like the sunny side is just too much. But we're putting T111 up. The stuff you could run a car into, Scott said, will hurt it, which is probably true. Well, hopefully nobody runs a car into our skirting, but you know. Anyway, yeah, so we had it all delivered because that's what we have to do. It was all in this pallet and trying to get them painted a little bit at a time. We used up all the primer we had. I had like a 2.5 gallons of primer that primed everything that we could, and now we're just down to the end of what we have for exterior paint. It's just pretty pricey. It sucks up a lot of paint, but I don't know. These ones on this side from here on out, just the front, we put double coats of everything on. But he just used the tracks of the what's the top track and that bottom track of what was there before. All these wood pieces he's put in there all along the whole entire perimeter of the bottom track like that. And then he supported them all against the foundation, so anything that this is not going anywhere. It doesn't even budge. It doesn't move. Nothing. And these boards are, you know, T111, so they're like 3/4 inch on the heavy part of it. So I'm sure this is just going to be great. It's never going anywhere. So he's gotten all this done. The end and the front side now. And hopefully we have enough left, T111, to finish the end in this half. There's our topper. I'll have to get that out of there because we'll never get it out of there otherwise. Before we close that up, and we can put it into the container, which we have fondly named Connie because it's the Connex box, and keep getting things confused when we're talking about what's what. So now this has become the shed. And it's just way more functional now that we've got room in there. So these are like tools that we use on a daily basis or just general projects, you know, all the time. So yeah, pretty nice. And he's got a little station set up there for all the chargers and, you know, stuff like that. And then I discovered, who knew I was so smart, that I saved the charcoal inside the charcoal burner. There's a container. Oh man, such a story about that. I should have. Well, if you film anything, I should have filmed that. The old man and I moving that. I know. It's insane. I don't know. We used, had it placed this way because that's how the guy could get it in here. Because we both wanted the door at this end because that's what's the opposite way that the wind blows. That really fine silt that gets into everything, and I mean everything. Anyways, yeah, there's just one shelving unit in there, but this is just stuff we've accumulated and hate to throw away, and that was in the bus, a little bit of it, and just from building. Some Christmas stuff in there. That's going up. These are the rollers that we used. I know, they're just like black pipe, you know, for gas lines. That's what we put in that jack. Brand new jack right there. That low profile jack. Yeah, that low profile jack. And this big heavy bar that actually was my dad's. God only knows where that is. Where's that bar? Big heavy bar we were using. There he is. The mover. Oh, it's right there. This. The other thing, believe it or not. Wedged that underneath there. Once it was on the rollers, it would actually move. We should have. Of everything we've ever videoed, we should have videoed that. But we didn't. Oh, that's alright. And this is where it's sitting. So this little back pad right here is
if you've ever had to move a fat Connie.
You would know that. If this is where it ended up, you'd be happy. Oh my God, we dug up all the... yeah, and the Mazda. Good Lord. Crazy shit, man.
On the tires a little bit.
Yeah.
Dug big holes.
Dug big holes. He had the windows open when he did it the first time. Only the first time, though. Oh my God, we had to go...
Don't spin your tires in the desert with your windows open.
Yeah, that's so...
Rule number 1.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Oh, he got his radio antenna up. So he's been talking. He's got a really good connection. That's the whole thing he'll have to do sometime for you guys. It's a ham radio, you know, guy.
I tried to get a hold of somebody in
Finland.
England
today?
England, yeah.
Oh.
I was just a little bit short of getting them.
Yeah, but you just got this little itsy bitsy equipment. It's nothing.
Nothing to write home about.
Oh. But that's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge. So. Alright. Well, we're going to try and get back to work. Oh. I forgot. The other thing we've already done. I don't know. Pay people for stuff and it's frustrating. You end up doing it, fixing it yourself anyways. I should have shown you about all this underbelly falling down because it was exposed to the wind, the high winds and everything for the whole frickin' least about 4 or 5 months we were gone. So Scott and I went back in there again and used Gorilla Tape, and it seems to be holding, and I'm sure it'll be fine once everything's closed up here because it won't be exposed to all those winds. But yeah, and he fixed a few problems with water mixes up hot and cold, cold to hot while we were under there. But yeah, so oh man.
Let's move this sheet.
Alright, gotta go back to work, gotta move some stuff. There's the last of that damn skirting that got painted. And we went, and we had that big blowout. Hector, who did our foundation, he is such a great guy. Anyways, we were in Wisconsin, of course, had this big blowout on the skirting, and we called him, and he came over and picked up what he could, what was loose and falling down, so he's had it all this time. So we just called him up and went over there, and sure enough, he had a lot of this top skirting, or top trim work here. We didn't know what we were going to do if we couldn't have any of that. I don't know where we would have gotten it, but at any rate, so Scott just finished putting up all the rest of it in the front where he had all the skirting done. I just am happy with how the skirting turned out. Yeah, looks nice. So, a few more things to put up. I don't know if we're going to be short a board or not, but we'll find out. But we'll finish it tomorrow. Because that's all that's left. This little bit here, right there, and then this little stretch. We'll have to put a door in here to get underneath here sometime. Probably not until we need to get underneath there, though. Anyway, yay! Wow, I don't know that the GoPro will pick up on this. It's just red. Come back, and our lumber had been delivered. And here my husband is. It's a frickin' deck half built. So, that's what you do, ladies. You're married to a carpenter, leave him alone. That'll do all the work. No, I gotta help him get in the way or something, so. Alright, there you go. That's the start anyways. There's our big pile.
You want help? Then leave me alone.
That's what he says, but we'll see. Scott got the tie downs in. Should have filmed him when he was doing that. It was pretty interesting. He made a water hose kind of to drill a hole with water, and that's what drilled the hole with the water first, and then put the big anchors in there. Those anchors, those red top things right there, they're like 3 feet long. So screwed them in there with a 2x4 post. But yeah, we got the tops all on. The staircase is built. Yeah, it just looks nice. Just gotta put the gotta put the platforms on. Replacing the top one up there in front of the main door and in this back door too. So yeah, I don't know. Looking good. It's gonna be really nice. Working on getting the awning part of it done, and we'll see what happens. But for right now, what? You're noisy. I haven't done any of this, shown you any of this. I don't even know if I have or not. Anyways, thought I'd better get some of this. The deck is on, and Scott got the anchors in. Should have showed doing that. That was quite the feat. Now we just gotta dig down just a little bit so we can have the lattice go all the way down. Right, Cradle Man?
Yep.
Yep. I'm just painting the back there before the white goes up. Oh my God, look at you. That's even low enough. I'm shocked. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. It's a couple inches down there. Little hammer fix. It's got spray painted wood table and chairs. We just picked up these chairs off of Facebook Marketplace the other day. But I didn't think about it, and they're kind of low for the table, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. Oh yeah, so you got all the both staircases built, and it sure is nice. We come out in the morning already and sit on the deck and have coffee, or I do anyways. So, there you go. Oh, we just got back from Lowe's. So, this is going in front, and I don't know, I'll show you. Lattice is up. This is just sitting here, that stone we bought. This is going in there, and then all that other cutesy stuff is going to go in there and move the table and chairs up on the deck. And we've decided that's pretty big for up there, so not sure what we'll do about that. We'll see. Sometimes Scott gets really antsy about getting things done, so I quick threw the camera out there trying to film something he's doing. And yeah, I'm still in my pajamas, haven't even had my coffee yet, and I gotta get back in the house. So you can continue to watch the G-Man work. But he's putting up those railings. We ended up getting the black because, oddly enough, the black was cheaper, and like significantly cheaper. So we just bought black, and hoping that the striking difference between the white and black will look good. And those chairs that we got and the table are all black, so hopefully it all looks good. We'll see how it goes. Next thing we gotta have done after this is all completed, we gotta take pictures for the insurance company because they wanted a new roof put on, and as it turns out, we ended up wanting a new roof put on too. So I probably won't show you that in this video because it gets a little involved, but that'll be in the next one. But we needed to have both these staircases built and take pictures on all four sides of the house, and then proof that we did the roof for the insurance company. So that's all part of just trying to get this done so we can get them taken care of in time. I mean, we have plenty of time. We had a couple months yet, but I have a weakness for flowers, so that's one of the first things I did was buy a nice big old bunch of flowers for the deck. So that was fun. And then I finally did decide what to do with those chairs, and I found some really thick foam online, and so I ordered a roll of it, and it was kind of a real huge pain in the neck, but I cut them all out. I didn't film any of that, but here's just part of it when I was sewing it. But I cut it out, and then I cut a pattern from I made a pattern out of cardboard from the seats, and then I cut out the fabric with that, and made them all individually. I had bought a actual cheapy $20 sewing machine from Goodwill. Lovely Goodwill purchases I always happen to find. And it was a big problem. Scott and I both spent at least an hour and a half on it trying to get it to at least function, and I did get it well enough to put the pattern pieces together, and then I had to hand sew it to make it so it would be nice and tight. But it is what it is. I was glad to have it. It was still way cheaper than what they wanted for them to be bought and already complete, and then to find some that were the exact right size that I needed would have been difficult too. So as it all turned out, it was fun. I took my time with it, and but it worked out well. So So I ended up buying these little cushions from the back for the back support there, and they were really reasonable. Walmart, $5 a piece, and they were super cute. So all in all, it was ended up to be a cheap fix for those seats. And there was a 5-inch foam, so it brings it up high enough so that it feels like you're at a normal height for eating at the table or playing cards or whatever. So yeah. I noticed when I was watching this video earlier that you can hear the gunshots in the background, and that's from the firing range that's not too far from us. I guess we get a little immune to it. It almost sounds like somebody's hammering, but if you just listen real close in the background, you'll hear it. It's coming up pretty quick here. I forgot to show you earlier, but while Scott was working outside one day, all of a sudden he just turned around and here was this cute little puppy that was waiting to keep him company. And he hung around all day with us, and we belonged to a online Arizona City chat, and posted his little picture out there, and hopefully somebody would come and find him. He had a collar on. He was very well behaved, and he was just a sweetheart. So I knew somebody was going to miss him. As it turned out, his papa did come and save him, and he didn't live very far from us, so it worked out really good. But as Scott said, we almost ended up with a dog. This little rock garden up front here. It should turn out cute. Move the fancy cactus over here. And finish putting a little brick down in front. Kind of just like a liner, I guess. And bought some of the pretty stone. And put some plants and stuff over there. Got some stuff from Esther's old house. And the people that bought it. Bird bath was one. Right there. Oh, it needs some water. And this gorgeous hanging thing here. Which I got a solar light for. I'll have to figure out how to get it in there. We'll see. Hey, I think I moved some of this stuff up there too, so up front. So the only bad thing about this is, and I don't like, is that I can't see it from the deck, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll get to see it when I'm out here. Alright, back to work. Right now, this is what we got. This is what cuteness has unfolded. A metal art from my children's. A purple pot from Esther. And I spray painted the other pot she gave me, pails. You know, we'll see what this evolves into. Something, I'm sure. In the meantime, thanks for checking in with us. As always, thanks for watching the video. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost anything, you know, and it just helps us out a little bit. Not that we're making any money off this channel. Believe me, we are not being compensated. It's just for fun and enjoyment, and we just hope people do enjoy it. We do have some other things coming up, which I'll tell you about in the next video, but there's some things changing in the wind. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Christmas Eve. Our Christmas Eve sun going down show. Yeah. No, it doesn't show up.